Hare Krishna, my name is Isvara, and today we discuss the topic Hindu classes of society and how ISKCON consider it. So, first of all, what is considered to be a Hindu society is actually meant to be followers of the Vedic system, or in other words, followers of the Varnashram system. But the name Hindu is being geographically allocated to these followers of Vedic culture. And for those who identify with this title of Hindu, then they follow this Vedic culture in accordance with their abilities. But it actually don't mean that they're Hindus. It means actually that they are followers of this Vedic culture. That is, they hear from the Ramayana, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. These are the Vedic scriptures. It doesn't mean that being a Hindu, it means that there is something like a Hindu scripture. No, this name Hindu is being geographically allocated to these people based on the river Sindhu. So ISKCON does not actually look towards the word Hindu. ISKCON look towards the followers of the Vedic culture. So ISKCON look beyond this geographical designation. ISKCON look to the exact thing. That is, these are followers of the Vedic culture. So this is ISKCON consideration towards what is being known as Hindus, and what it is actually is. It is actually followers of Vedic culture. And there is nowhere in any of the Vedic scriptures that there is such a word as Hindu. So, unfortunately, people who are not fully aware of this, they will sometimes die to be identified as a Hindu. So this has been explained that those who consider the land of birth, the family relationship, kinsmen, those who consider the land of birth to be worshipable, those who consider the Ganges to just be ordinary water, these are people who are more or less, they are like gokaras, cows or asses, who just think that the body is everything. So the Hindu or Christian, these are just bodily designations, or Muslim, these are bodily designations. And we cannot be these bodily designations, because we see that if there is no physical destruction to the body, what is called death, the same body remains there. So who is this body? This body is just a lump of flesh, blood, bones. That is all it is. So, and this is the body that we will die for under some name or some ism, without trying to understand that what it is that caused this body at a period of time to be considered a living body, and what it is that in its absence that this body is considered to be a dead body. We do not try to try to understand this point. Rather, we're so stuck because of our environment. We've been trained that way from birth to think that we're these bodies. So we become so addicted to this condition that even if we be given good knowledge, good direction to understand how we're not these bodies, we're still so much captivated by this bodily condition that we cannot understand that we are not these bodies. Although we see our mother and father and brothers and sisters dying, and the body remain there, and we have to get rid of the body. Well, these persons are alive, especially if they are sources of our dependence, we embrace them. But now when they die, they're considered dead. They can no longer be sources of our dependence. Now we have to get rid of them. So if they were alive and as our source of our dependence, we would now want to get rid of them. So this is if we understand this fact carefully, that we cannot be this body, then we will no longer be disappointed to hear or to understand that we are something beyond this body. Actually, it is glorious to understand that you are something that is beyond this body, because this body is subjected to birth, death, disease, and old age. And none of us want any of these conditions. None of us want to die. None of us want to experience a disease condition. None of us would like to get old. So we don't want these conditions, birth, death, disease, and old age. But it's been forced upon us. So this identification of the body, this identification is just like the animal. But the human form of life, it has higher intelligence. And this higher intelligence is meant to be utilized in such a way that one can understand that he is not this body. Hare Krishna.